Alright y'all, it's Mr. Jared. Today we're going to discuss how to frame a floor and the major components of actually framing a floor. Foundation walls can either be built up with concrete blocks or they can be solid concrete that is cast in a single pour. After the footings have cured, wooden forms are set in place and very heavily braced to withstand the outward pressure that will be exerted by the wet concrete. A grid of steel reinforcing bar is then placed inside the forms. Once the concrete is cured and the forms removed, we have a solid foundation wall. A bed of gravel is placed over the entire basement floor to provide a base for the concrete slab. Before pouring the slab, we must put down a sheet of plastic, a moisture barrier, and then a mesh steel wire reinforcement. Finally, when the concrete floor is in place, our foundation is complete and we are ready for construction of the first floor. Okay, y'all, Mr. Jared. So here's our model of our floor. So we're just going to imagine this is our foundation right here. Okay, now between our foundation and our mud sill is this sill sealer right here. This keeps out any drafts or bugs out of the foundation. Now, the first piece of wood we use when framing the house is called a mud sill or a sill. It's right here and it's connected to the foundation using anchor bolts. Right here, right here. They can't be spaced no more than 6 feet apart. Right here and right here. Those anchor bolts, they're galvanized, meaning so they won't rust because you're dealing with the elements and it's in the concrete. You don't want those to rust. So this right here is our foundation, sill sealer, mud seal. They're attached to the foundation using galvanized anchors. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about our joists. These red blocks represent our joists. They go from end to end. So this will be one side of the house and it will go this way, running this way, probably 16 feet this way. So these joists are actually 16 feet long. This is what you're walking on. They're your joists. They're spaced every 16 on center. Okay. Next, we have our rim joists, which is right here. That's what the joists are attached to, the rim joists. So right now we have our foundation, our sill sealer, our mud sill, which is pressure treated so it doesn't rot, our rim joists, and our joists. And they're attached to the foundation using galvanized anchors. Galvanized so they don't rust. Alright, so this is our hypothetical house. We're going to build this. When we cover floors, we're going to talk about floors. When we start building the walls, we're going to start building the walls and come in here and recap. So right now, let's act like the tabletop is our foundation. Right here, we have our mud sills. This is our rim joists. These are our joists. This is what you actually walk on in your home. Now, I didn't put the subfloor down yet. That's the wood that goes over top of this, which you're actually walking on. Now, the mud sill, remember it's pressure treated. It's attached to the foundation using galvanized anchors. The anchors are spaced out every 6 feet, no more than 6 feet. And when you get to the corners, they cannot be no more than a foot apart.